Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding how to generate an Excel report from Wizard in Odoo version 14. So currently in the screen you are seeing Odoo version 14 community edition where we are continuing our Odoo 14 tutorials. So in some of our previous video we already have learned about how to generate PDF report, how to generate Excel report, as well as how to generate PDF report from Wizard. So in this video we will be discussing about how to generate Excel report from Wizard. So if I go to the hospital module and then to the reports, and here we have a menu called appointments, which in turns open a wizard which we have used or which we have generated in order to explain how to generate wizard, how to generate a report from wizard in Odoo. So right now if you click on print button, you can see a PDF report will get generated. So similarly what we will be doing in this video is that we will be adding a new button here called print Excel, and based on the fields value selected we will be generating a corresponding Excel. So here we have already a print button which generates a PDF report based on the selected data in the wizard. So similarly we will be generating a report in Excel format. So let's see how we can generate a Excel report from wizard in Odoo. So if I go to PyCharm, here I have my custom add-ons path, that is a dev folder, and inside the dev folder I have the OM hospital module. So yet if you haven't got this module, you can just go to the Odoo app store and you can search the OM hospital, or you can search Odoo development tutorials by Odoo Mates, and you can download this source code. So if I go to the wizards folder, here you can see we have got a file called appointment report.py and appointment report view.xml file. So in the appointment report.py file, what I have done is we already have a transient model. So transient model is the model that we are using for the wizard purpose. It will not store data in the database, and inside that wizard I have a patient ID field, date from and date to. So I have defined the wizard model that you are seeing here. You have patient, date from and date to. So this is the model that I have defined. And if you come to the XML file, so here you can see this is the corresponding XML file of the wizard. I have created an action and I have created a form view containing patient ID field, date from, date to, and here I have action print report which printing the PDF. So these are the things that we already have, and of course in the menu.xml file we have a menu for this. Here you can see menu called appointments, main menu reporting, and we have appointments. So this menu appointment return calls the action report appointment. This action is called. So what we will be doing is that we have to add a new button here called print Excel. So let's do that first. So before doing that, let me activate the debug mode in the database. So I'll scroll down, and here you have the option to activate the debug mode. So let me click and activate the developer mode. And if I come back to the hospital, then to the reporting appointments, so if you click on the debugger button, you can see view report appointment form. So let me open this. So control F and finding path, you can see this is the form. So what I'll do, I'll be adding a new button here. So right now we have a button that generate PDF. So after that I'll be adding another button called print Excel. So let's add that. So here I have the button. I'll do click on Control D. So this is the existing button. I'll copy that and I'll paste it here. So I have added another button, name action print. I'll give the name as action print Excel report, and type object, it has to call Python function, so I'll keep type as object, and the string, I'll give the string as print Excel, class button primary. So I have done that, and also I will change the existing label print to print PDF. So I have successfully added the button here. So let's restart. So right now you have added a button, and if you go to the apps menu and if you try to upgrade the module, I think you will be getting an error because you haven't defined the corresponding function. So if I try to upgrade, most probably you will be receiving an error. So you can see you are getting an error because you haven't defined this function. So when the button is type object, it will try to look for this function inside the corresponding module. So let me copy the function name and let me add it in the corresponding model. So I'll add a function in the corresponding name here, diff action print excel report, and simply I'll add a print statement printing excel report. I'll give a just a print statement printing excel report, excel print. So I have defined the function. So let me restart and let me try to upgrade the module right now. So let me go to the browser and let me try to upgrade the Odoo 14 development tutorials. So you can see the module is getting upgraded, so there is no error. And let me go back to hospital reporting appointments. You can see you have a button here called print excel. So right now if you click on print excel, nothing happens, just it will print the print statement. So inside this we will be adding the codes to print the excel report. So what you have to do, first of all you have to create a new report. So we have to design a new report that we have to print from this wizard. So what you have to do, first of all, in order to define a new report into the database, so what we will be doing is that we will be printing all the appointments. Like we have a patient here and date 2. On clicking print excel, we will be printing all the appointments of selected patient in between selected dates. So if patient and date from and date 2 is not selected, we will be printing all the appointments. And if a patient is selected, we will be printing appointments of only the selected patient. So let's see how we can do that. So first of all, we have to add a report into the database. So the first step is to define a report action. So what I'll do is that if you go to the reports folder and report.xml, what you have to do, you have to define a new report. So here you can see these are the reports that we already have designed. So let me take a copy of this. This is a XLX type report. So before going into that, you must have downloaded the report XLS module. So if you go to the apps menu and if I search for report XLSX, report XLSX, you have to download this module from the Odoo App Store and you have to add it to your database. So this module provides us the report type XLSX in our database. So don't forget to download this module from the Odoo App Store or from the OCA GitHub or from the OCA shop. Just download and add this module into your database. So I have already done that, and you can see I have already added that as a dependent module for my module. So in order to install the Odoo 14 development tutorials, you have to download and add this module in the database. So let me just I have give you that idea. So what I will do, I'll copy the existing report action and I will paste it here. So what I will give, so I'll change the name as report patient appointment XLS. So I'll give the name as report patient appointment XLS, and you have to specify a name. So patient appointment. So I'll give a name as patient appointment XL. Patient appointment XL. Then you have to specify the model name. So I'll simply specify the corresponding model, that is the wizard model itself, appointment report wizard. So simply I'll copy that and I'll put it here, hospital appointment report wizard, and report type is XLSX because you have to generate an Excel report. So you have to set that report type as XLSX. Then you have to specify a report name. So I'll give report name as report patient appointment. So don't worry, I'll explain these things. So let me try. So simply I have added a report statement, report action here. That is, you can see model ir.actions report. A unique ID is given. Name I have given as patient appointment XL. Model is specified. Report type is XLSX. and a report name is given and a report file name is given. So let's upgrade the module and see what happens right now. So simply what we have done so far is we have added a button in the wizard. Here we have simply added a button and keep there. Now we are designing the report section. So in order to add a new report, first of all I have added a report action and I have restarted the service, and let's upgrade the module and see what happens. So let me upgrade the Odoo 14 development tutorials. So once you upgrade the module, the corresponding report will get added in the database. So if you go to the settings and then to the technical, and if you scroll down you can see a menu called reports. So here you can see the reports, and if you check the URL you can see the model is ir.actions report. Model is ir.actions report, which we have specified here. So we are adding a data to this model, and we have given the name as patient appointment Excel. So if I search this name, so let me come back to the browser, and if I search this name here, search, you can see a report of patient appointment Excel. Model is appointment report wizard, type ir.actions type, template name, report type XLS. So you can see all the data that we have submitted here has been get added into the database. So we have successfully added the report action. Now we have to design the corresponding Excel report. So let's see how we can do that. So here you can see on calling this report, it will search for this name, report patient Excel. So what I have done, let me close all the files. So we have cleared all the files, and what you have to do, you have to define a Python class. So before going that, if I go to report XLS, so let me open the report XLS module from the OCA report XLSX, and if I click on module info, you can see usage. Simply you have to add a report tag. So this is how we can add report action in previous version. In latest Odoo 14, you have to follow this syntax, the syntax that we have shown now, like this. You have to define like this. Then what you have to do, then you have to define a Python class. So let's define this class and see how we can generate Excel first. So let me go back to PyCharm, and in the report folder we already have patient card xls.py, which we have generated. So this, here you can see there is a similar class which we have added to generate the patient card Excel. So if I go back to the patient, suppose if I go to the hospital, and here we have the patients, you can see here we have patient card Excel. So if I click on this, you can see an Excel file is generated, and if I open, you can see still it's downloading, and if you open, you can see you will be getting a patient card ID card in the Excel format. So here we have the class, so that we have shown to generate that ID card. So I'll take a copy of that, I'll copy and I'll paste it here itself, paste, and I'll change the name as patient appointment XLS, patient appointment XLS .py. So I have successfully copied and renamed to patient appointment XLS. Now I have to import this file inside the init file, then only it will get executed. From .import, I have to import patient appointment XLS. So I have imported it inside the corresponding init file, and let me open that file, patient appointment excel.py. So this is the file. Now I have to make some change here. I'll change the class name to patient appointment XLSX. So I have changed the class name like this, models.abstract model. You have to define an abstract model, and then you have to inherit this also. So when you are defining for generating Excel report, you need an abstract class, and I have given the name like this. Then you have to inherit report.reportxlx.abstract. You have to inherit this also, and you have to specify the class name like so. Syntax is here you have given. So this is the report action that you have generated. We have specified report patient XLS, report patient appointment XLS. So simply copy this, copy and set that name as the class name. So let me close this file, patient card Excel. So this is the new file that we have generated. Here I'll give like this, that is syntax is report dot, it has to given like a report dot your module name. So our module name is hospital name, sorry, OM hospital. So the syntax is a report dot module name dot template name, like this template name. So here in our case, a report is a variable, it has to keep as it is. The module name is OM hospital. So simply copy this, copy, and template name. So our template name is, or report name is report patient appointment XLS. So I'll simply paste here, and you have to inherit this class also. Then define a function like this. So let me do one thing. So let me arrange. So if I comment these codes, and let me comment all the codes, simply you have to define a function like this, generate XLS. So once you add a class with a name of report, this function will get called automatically by the base report XLS module. So what I have done, I have added a function with this name, the generate XLS report. You cannot change this function name, you have to keep the same name, that is generate XLS report. And simply I have commented all the codes and simply added a print statement. So let me restart. So simply I have restarted the service, and what I have to do right now in order to execute this report. So let me go back to the browser, and simply I'll upgrade the module once again. So let me upgrade. So what we have to do next, we have to link this report and the button that we have added in the wizard. So the module has been upgraded. Now if I go back to the hospital, what you have to do from the appointments, so on clicking the print Excel button, we have to call that newly added report. So let's see how to do that. So on clicking this button right now, nothing happens other than printing this one. So on clicking that button, we have to call, or we have to make the execution reaches here, so that only we can continue the designing of rest of the template. So let's see how we can do that. So let me go back to the wizard. So here we have the wizard and appointment report.py, and here is our function. So on clicking the print Excel button, the execution reaches here. So from here I need to call the newly added template or newly added report. So let's see how we can do that. So here I have already the button or the function that calls the PDF report. So simply I'll copy this and I will put it here. After print Excel report, I'll simply add this here. And what I have to do, I'll show you what I have to do. So here self.envref on hospital dot, you have to specify the ID of the report action. So our ID is, this is the report that we have to call, and its ID is report patient appointment XLS. So simply I'll copy that and I will put it here, I'm hospital dot. So the syntax is module name dot report action name. So I have done that, report action, and you have to pass some data. So I'll simply pass data as an empty dictionary. So this is the function that execute on clicking this button print Excel. You can see it calls action print Excel report, action print Excel report, and from here we are returning this report with data as empty data. So let's see what happens if I click on the print button right now. So let me restart the service. So make sure that you have restarting the service after making changes inside the Python code. So the service has been restarted. Now I'll go to the UI and I'll click on print Excel. You can see a file is getting printed. Initially it was just printing what Excel print. You can see right now got get printed, which is coming from here. So we can see the execution reaches here. So once we call self.envref, we refer to corresponding report action and we call the function with an empty dictionary, and you can see the execution reaches here and you can see it get printed in the log. Also a file get generated. So if you open the file, you can see an empty, there is no data, an empty Excel file has been generated. Now what you have to do, now you have to design the content. So right now it's an empty data, empty sheet. Now simply you have to align or design the template and place your data from the database. So let's see how we can do that. So I hope you understood what we have done so far. So simply what we have done so far is we have added a button here, and this button calls this function, and from this function we are returning, or we are calling a report. So for designing that report, what we have done is in the report.xml file we have defined a report action of type XLSX, and we have added a Python file, and with a class name as same as of the template, inherited this class and of type abstract model, and we have added diff generate XLS report function, and that's all what we have done, and the report get generated. Now simply what we have to do, we have to design the template. So right now it's an empty template, we have to design and make something like this. So let's see how we can do that. So what I'll do, simply I'll print the variables that I have received here. I'll print data, and also I'll print patients, just to see what we are getting inside those variables, patients and data. So let me restart the service, and let me print the report again, print Excel, and you can see in the data you are not getting anything, something from the class is coming. So what we have to do, we have to get the data that we have entered in the wizard. Suppose if I choose patient, or if I choose the date from, I have to get it inside here in the data variable, because I need to filter based on the selected conditions. So what you have to do is that from the wizard, what you have to do, you have to simply copy. I'll show you how to do that. So let me search something, or what I can say, or I'll do like something like this. You can see we have prepared data like this, Control C, and instead of passing an empty dictionary from here, I'll pass it like this, form data of self.read of 0. So the thing, the data that you are passing from here to this variable, you can get it here in this data variable. So this is the wizard, and suppose from the wizard, if you need to pass something to the report, you can pass it like this, data equal to data, and you can pass n number of things inside this dictionary. Suppose if you need to pass email, like odumates@gmail.com, you can pass it like this, odumates@gmail.com, and I'll show you what happens. So let me print the self of this one, self.read of 0. So if you print this statement, and let's see, so let me restart. So the service has been restarted, and if I click on print Excel, and if you check the log, you can see when you print self.read of 0, you can see patient selected is Michelle, date from you are getting, date 2 is empty. So in self.read of 0, you will be getting the data selected inside the corresponding, or you will be getting the data of current record, self.read of 0. So patient ID is 9, date from is 2 of 8. So here you can see we are selecting Michelle. You get that here, patient ID 9 Michelle, date from is 2 of 8, that is August 2. You are getting that here, and we are keeping date to empty. You can see date to as false. So you will be getting that data from the current model using self.read of 0. So simply I have passed it to a variable called form data, and I have set email as odomates@gmail.com, and I have passed it to the report template. So once you reaches the report template, the variable, so if you check the variable, you can see you are getting here like email odomates@gmail.com, you are getting, which we have passed from the wizard. So you can pass n number of things inside this dictionary. So I'll remove that one, only to the form data. Right now we need only the selected thing from the form. So to the form data variable, I have passed the selected things. So let me remove unnecessary things, and let me print data of form data. I'll just print data of form data, data of form data, and let's see what we have. So I have simply removed unnecessary print statements and only print data of form data. So this is the key that I'm setting, form data. So I have printed it here. So let me trigger the report once again, print Excel, and if you check the log, you are getting ID, patient ID is 9, date from is August 2, date 2 is false, etc. So you can get the data here. Now what we have to do, we have to fetch the appointments from the database. So I'll fetch the appointments from the database like this. We already have some samples here that we have added for the PDF report. So let me copy this and I'll put it here. Or we can do one thing, either you can get the data from here, control V, self.patient ID, or you can pass the data from Wizard itself. So I think better we passing the data from here, because let me copy this. So I can copy this and I can simply put it here, and let me delete that. So let me, I'm just changing my approach to a better and easy way. So here you can see I'm setting a domain, what I need I'm passing. So let me explain, undo once again and explain. So instead of passing all the data to the template, I need only, I'll pass only the data that has to be printed. So similarly we have done here. So what I have to do, instead of passing, I'll keep the data as empty. So either you can pass, you can filter the appointments from the database from here, or you can do it from here. So it's up to you to decide from where you have to filter and get the data from the database. So for me it's better to do it from here, so I'll just do it from here. So what we have to do, we have to search the appointments from the database. So you can do like this, self.env hospital.appointment. So this is the model of appointment, and I have to search. I will just empty search, I'll do appointments, I'll pass it as appointments equal to, and I'll add this inside the dictionary, data dictionary, these appointments, I'll add it to the data dictionary, and I'll pass this to the template. So right now what I have done is I have searched without considering the domain. I'm searching all the appointments and I'm passing it to the data variable and then to the report. So let's see what happens right now. So I have already started the service, and let me trigger the report once again, print Excel. You are getting an error form data, because in form data you don't have anything, because we have removed that key, and new key is appointments. So if you check appointments, and let me print again, print Excel, and if you check the log, you can see all the appointments as a record set. So we have searched inside which model, hospital.appointment, because if you go to the database, if you come to the hospital and if you check the appointments, the table name is hospital.appointment. So I have searched inside this database table using the search ORM without any domain. I have get all the data, and also I'll pass the form data, because I'll show you, I'll pass the form data also, self.read of 0, self.read of 0. So I think this is the syntax, self.read of 0. So I have passed form data as well as appointments, and we are getting it here. So what we have to do now, we had to design the template. So let me start, let me uncomment these codes, and what I will do, we have to get a sheet. I'll add a sheet, control C. Don't worry, I'll explain what I'm doing. Sheet.add, I'll give the name as appointments. What I have to do, let me copy some codes. Let me write some few lines of code. 3 patient name, patient name. Just don't worry, I'll explain the thing that I'm doing. Patient name, what we have data that we can print, name and patient name, that is reference and patient name. So I'll explain what I'm doing. Control X and I'll put it here, call +1, and let me comment all the rest of the codes. So what I have done is I have added a few lines of code here, and let's see what happens if I print the report right now. So I have already added only this much of lines, and let me come back to the UI and let me print the report again. So I'll click on print Excel. So you can see the report has get generated, and if you open, so it thinks still it's loading, and if you open, you can see reference and patient name has got printed in the Excel. Initially it was coming as empty, so right now also you can see we have added a sheet called appointments, because sheet we have added workbook dot add worksheet appointments. Simply we have added a worksheet, that is we have added a new sheet called appointments. And what we have done, this you can ignore right now, and I'm setting row as 3, col as 3, row as 3 and column as 3. So if you check here right now, this is get printed on 0 1 2 3 on third row, sorry, on third column, third row, 0 1 2 3. This starts from 0, that is 0 1 2 3, third row, third column, 1 2 3, sorry 0 1 2 3, third row, third column. On third row, third column, reference is get printed, and I have given us col +1, that is third row plus fourth column, third row plus fourth column. This is third row and fourth column. Patient name is printed. Now what we have to do, we have to print the data here, that is reference and patient name of all the appointments here. So let's see how we can do that. So we have the data in data.appointments variable, we have all the data. So simply what you have to do, simply you have to iterate this over a for loop. For, let me in the next line, for appointment in data of appointments. So that's the variable data of appointments. So simply I'm iterating this record set over a for loop, and what I will do, I'll simply copy this, and in each iteration I will increment the value of a row equal to, or row plus equal to 1, that is row equal to row plus 1. So this expression row equal to row plus 1 can be simplified like this, row plus equal to 1, that is row equal to row plus 1, call which will remain 3, we need to increment only the row number, next line, next line, next line. So I have incremented only row equal to row plus 1, and what you have to do, you have to print here, instead of hard-coded label, you have to print appointment dot name and appointment dot patient ID, appointment dot patient ID dot name. So I'll show you what we are getting. So simply I have added few more lines, and let me restart, and I'll also comment this line, we don't need to print it again, I'll remove that, and let me restart, and let's see what we are getting on clicking print Excel. So right now I have clicked on print Excel, and you are getting an error. So if you check the log, str object has no attribute name, str object has no attribute name. So I think, let me check how we are getting this appointment. Might be it's not coming as a record set. So what you can do, instead of using search, so instead of using search ORM, so here we have used search ORM, use search read, use search read ORM. Then if you come back to here, you have to give like this, appointment of name, instead of dot operation we will be getting data as dictionary. I'll show you, simply I'll give like this, or let me try, I'll put a hard-coded name here, Control Z, appointment of, let me print something like Odoo. I'll print a hard-coded label and let me restart. I'll explain and let me try to print it again, print Excel. You can see there is no error. The file has got generated 5.7 KB, and if I open, you can see the data is coming like this, OT001 up to OT35, and in this column we hard codedly put as Odoo. So you can see you are getting data and things. So you don't need to bold the contents, only we need to bold the headers. So simply what you can do from here, you can remove this formatting. Simply you can remove this formatting, and if you try to print it again, so that formatting, that is bold, so I have removed the bold. And if you check the bold, this is a format, this is not syntax. So here I have added a variable called bold workbook, that is workbook, a package of XLS writer workbook dot add format. So I'm adding a format to the variable workbook dot add format, and here I'm setting bold as true, this variable. So this variable will bring bold format, so I'll just remove the bold format from these lines, and for header I'll keep it as it is. And let me restart, and if you print the report again, print Excel, it's getting generated, and let's wait until it's open. So if I open, you can see the bold has been disappeared. And why, you might think why I have changed to search read. So search read will bring the data in this format as a dictionary format. So if I print the appointments, earlier we were getting like appointment of 1, 2, 3, etc. So once you use search read mechanism, you will be getting the data in this format. If I click on print Excel, you will be getting data as a list of dictionary, like ID for name OT001, patient ID is 4, like that you will be getting. So instead of printing, so if I come back to the wizard, so right now I have given hard codedly as Odoo. So instead of giving like that, I can check like this. Inside wizard I have name that we have printed here, then patient ID of, this is coming as tuple because it's a many to one field, so I'll give as of 1. So let me print. So I have removed the Odoo hard coded label, and I have set appointment of patient ID of 1. And if I print the report again, you can see the size has been increased a little bit. Initially it was 5.7 KB, it's right now it's 5.9. you can see the patient name is coming, Anthony, Adam, Sarah, Isaac, etc. everything is coming here. So this is how you can generate an Excel report from wizard in Odoo, and this column size is small initially when you download. If I download again, print Excel, let me open. So file is still in download progress. You can see the column is coming small, we need to expand like this. So you have the option to set this by default. So what you have to do is that, so if you check the all report that we have generated, or you can see here, you can see the sample. So I'll copy this and I'll put it here. We can set size of each columns, so we have to find which column is ours. So if you go to the sheet, our column is D and E. You can see column name is D and E, so we need to increase the size of column D and E. So you can specify D to D, that is if you need to multiple columns, like if you need to increase from D to H for all the column, you can specify like this, D to H. I need to set this size, but right now I need to set the size of D as 12, and next column E, which is the patient name. So it seems D is little bit small, we need only this much space, and for the patient name it's big. So for the D column I'll set the size as 10, and for the E column, which is the patient column, I'll set the size as 15. So we have set that. So let's restart. So she dot set column, this is how we can set size of each columns. And let's print the report and see the difference. So the report is getting generated, and if you open the download file, you can see the difference. You can see a reference. So still EE is outside. We need to increase little more big. So instead of 15, I'll give 25. Let's restart and let's print it again. Print Excel to see the difference. So we have increased the size a little more big from 15 to 25, and if you open the report, you can see the name is coming inside, reference patient name. So this is how we can generate and design an Excel from Wizard in Odoo. The next thing that you have to do is that you have to filter the data. You have to filter the data based on the selected thing in the Wizard. So right now you can see all the reports is coming, not only Michelle, all Sarah, everything is coming. We need to get only the reports of patient and selected date. So what you have to do, you have to apply the domain. So in the Wizard, here we have the sample. So right now we have searched without empty domain. So simply I'll copy this content and I'll put it here. What we are doing here is that I'm setting initially an empty domain, and I'll check if self.patient ID. So self.patient ID, that is, I'll check whether patient is selected. If patient is selected, I'll add a domain like patient ID equal to patient ID. I add it to domain plus equal to. That is, I'll explain. Self.patient ID will give whether the patient is selected in the Wizard or not. And if patient is selected, I'll append this domain patient ID equal to patient ID. And next I have to check whether date from is selected. If date from is selected, date of appointment. So if you go to the appointments model, you have a field called appointment date, date appointment. You can see once I place the mouse over the field, you can see the name of the field is date appointment. Date appointment greater than date from. Then I'll check whether date 2 is selected. If so, I'll add another domain, date appointment less than date 2. So if you print the domain here, so if you print the domain here, domain, and you can see what the value you are getting. So simply I print the domain, and if I restart, what I'll do, I'll go to the Wizard. So right now patient and date from is selected, and click print Excel. And if you come back to the log, and if you check the log, let me check the log. So let me comment this one, that is this one, that search read. And if you click on print Excel, if you click on print Excel, you're getting a lot of logs. You can see domain is patient ID equal to 9, date appointment greater than or equal to, like this you are getting the domain. And if I choose date 2 also, if I click on print Excel, the domain will be what? If you check the log, the domain will be like patient ID equal to 9, date appointment greater than this, and date appointment less than. So we have successfully built a domain here. Now you have to pass this domain to the search read method, so that only we will be getting filtered records based on the domain. Now let's go to here, and I'll choose Jennifer. So Michelle don't have any data in the database. So if you go to the appointments, and if I remove filter and group by patient, so here you can see Jennifer has got 6 appointments. So in the Wizard, let me close this tab. In the Wizard, I have choose Jennifer, and I'll keep the date empty. And if I click on print Excel, let's see what data we are getting. So right now I'm expecting to get 6 appointments for Jennifer. So the file has been downloaded, and if I open, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 appointments has been got Jennifer. 12, 25, 3. 12, 25, 3, 99, 17, 35. 9, 17 and 35. So you can see the data has been generated based on the selected patient in the wizard. So if I remove Jennifer here, that is there is no domain, and if I click on print, all the data without the domain will get generated. So let's open the downloaded file. You can see all the appointments is getting printed. And if you need to print a particular date, so if I go here, let me group by appointment date. Let me group by date. In month of March we have 16 appointments. So if I need to get appointments of May, this is May, let me choose May 1st, May 1 to May 31st, May 31st, and if I click on print Excel, I'm expecting to get 16 appointments. So let's open the downloaded file and see how much appointments we are getting. 1, 2, 3. We can count from here 5 to 21. That is 16 appointments you are getting. You can see 16 arrows found. So this is how we can generate an Excel report from Wizard in Odoo. So that's it for the day. If you have any doubts, feedbacks or suggestions, don't hesitate to reach us over the email, that is odoomates@gmail.com, and feel free to connect us in the social medias like LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter, and we have recently created an Instagram account. Please do follow us on Instagram. So that's it for the day. Have a nice day. Thank you.